Again, I was walking up here and seen some young guy walking away with probably a 2-pound largemouth, as happy as could be. Same things happen in this little public pond as going on last year. People coming and taking fish. Just keeps getting depleted. Pretty soon there ain't gonna be nothing left. People have no common sense. You want to go to a big lake or reservoir or something, you want to keep bass, whatever, it's your prerogative, but have the decency and common sense not to come to a public pond and keep big fish. Switching to a 1/2 ounce red eye shad, so lipless. Got a fish. Feels like a decent one. This is definitely a fish. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one too. Let's hope he stays pinned. It looks like he's barely hooked. Don't trust these lipless once they jump. Stay down, buddy. It's a nice sized fish right there. He's probably over 17. Got him on the lipless. Probably maybe my 3rd cast. Also my first fish on my MB 736 X-ray build. Probably doesn't weigh much. Maybe close to 2 pounds. I'm gonna give him some water and go ahead and measure him. He is actually almost 2.5 pounds. He looks like he's about 17.5, 17 3/4. Best fish of the year so far. 2.5 pounds, 17.5 inches. And go ahead and put him back in the water. Hopefully nobody catches him this year and takes him out and tries to eat him. There he goes. So now caught fish on 3 out of my 5 custom builds. Switching to my custom built spinning rod, MB 733 X-ray. Got a Shimano Vanford 2500 on that. Fishing a Ned rig with a TRD crawl. I was here a couple days ago. I noticed they was feeding on crawls. Just trying to work my Ned rig around these rocks a little bit. Sure these bass like to hide up under. Especially when the water's cold and it's been warm out. These rocks retain heat pretty well. So in the early spring, late fall, they kind of stay by these rocks. For sure that was a bite right there. Tugging at it again. There we go. First fish for this rod. And be careful, I got 8 pound fluorocarbon leader. There we go. I don't like when fish hit the ground. Try and keep them off the ground. Top of the lip hook set. An old Ned rig. So that's 4 out of 5 custom rods that I built that I caught fish on now. It's 1 to go and I haven't even fished with that one yet. Oh, 13, 14 incher. I'll take them for sure. Alright, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gotta give you a toss. He's out a little bit too. He wouldn't even by the rocks. Glad he was able to see this little small 10th ounce Ned rig. Well, at least I caught 1 fish at both the places I've been to this evening. Caught 4 fish this season. 3 of them have been on different custom rods that I built. Got another one, a smaller one. Fish number 2. Back-to-back cast. This little tiny guy. On top of the lip hook set. He's this little guy, smallest one of the year so far. Back-to-back cast though. That's 2 on the spinning rod. Alright, little guy, go get big. Fishing a Texas rig crawl. I believe maybe a 1/4 ounce bullet weight. It's either 1/8 ounce or 1/4 ounce bullet weight. If you guys haven't seen this rod yet, I'll be doing a video on it soon. This is my X-Ray 736. I cut 3 inches off, so it's basically a SJ 706 now. It's a heavy power, rated up to 1 ounce. Got a Metanium MGL on that. I got the NFC Carbon Tech grips on it. Have the G2 Razor carbon reel seat. Have the G2 carbon foregrip sleeve. Custom rod spec decals there. I also did a KG hook wrap on the spiral design. It gives the line flow more of a straight line. I don't know if you can see it with this white sky background, the overcast. I don't think it's quite perfect KG hook wrap, but it's pretty close. The guy who actually designed it contacted me on my YouTube channel and kind of was giving me some directions how to do it, and he gave an interview in Rod Magazine back in December. These NFC grips are carbon grips, but they got a little soft touch to them. Might be my favorite grips. think I like them just a little bit more than the G2 carbon grips. I haven't been able really to test the sensitivity on them yet. These ponds that I've been fishing so far got pretty soft bottoms, not a lot of rocks or structure at the bottom, so can't really test the sensitivity too much of these blanks or these handles, but pretty much everybody agrees these X-Spray blanks are about as sensitive as any rod you can get. Of course, they're designed by Gary Loomis, who designs the NRX blanks, and which are pretty much the standard for sensitivity when it comes to rods. There we go. First fish on this rod. Seventh fish, a little 11 incher probably. First T-rig fish of the year. Now I've caught fish on all 5 of my custom built rods that I built this winter. Alright guys, see you later. Alright, feeding on crawls. See if we can get some bigger ones. They're always telling me there's some big ones in here, but might catch. I think the biggest one I caught here might have been around 2 pounds, maybe 2.5. There's another one. There was one hanging out by the rocks. The same size as the last one. Just a little guy. Alright buddy, go get bigger. Getting ready to try a jerkbait with this rod and see how it does. 7 foot heavy, but it seems like it'd be able to throw a jerkbait pretty decent. It's casting this jerkbait pretty good. I think it's a tad bit faster than I like in a jerkbait rod, and then my Phoenix crankbait rod is a tad bit slower than I like in a jerkbait rod. The Dobbins Fury 663 I got, and the Fury 703 I thought had about the perfect action for a jerkbait. I mean, this one and my Phoenix custom crankbait rod, they'll get the job done. There's one. A little baby one going crazy. last 3 of them been about this size. It's a jerkbait fish, but I'll take them. It's my 9th fish of the year, 9th fish of March. Alright, buddy, go get bigger.